So today I'm going to show you a different new method that has been unlocked with AI to do SEO for your website or for your SaaS if you're starting out with your product and there are competitors ahead of you, right? How do you catch up on their SEO without spending a fortune on an SEO agency or just taking a lot of time writing the articles yourself? Now, this has only recently been possible, and in today's video I'm going to show you exactly how you can copy your competitors' SEO for a very cheap price. So let's just go over how do you do SEO. The first thing you do is you have to go do keyword research, right? What keywords are you going to try and target for people to write in Google and then your site to come up? So you would use a tool like WordStream, Ahrefs, right? You would come in and put in your keyword, or you can also actually do it for a URL. So this is the site that we're going to basically parasite their S from. You can come here, you can see all the different sort of keywords for it. You can see their search volume. These range bids is how much you have to pay to Google to like the rank for those, because you're bidding for like the search traffic. And then you see the sort of the competition for these keywords. Then what you have to do, once you've got your set of keywords, you need to create content ideas, right? So you got your keywords, then you need to figure out like what blog, what article can I write to include those sort of main keywords in so that people click on that article and then they'll be on your site. So you've got to do idea generation. And like what this looks like is going to competitors, I guess, or just looking on Google or just trying to figure out what articles that you can write. Like you've probably seen a lot of these 13 best blah, blah, blah alternatives for writing. You see these all the time in Google. So once you've created your content ideas, then this is where sort of the time consuming part comes in. You've got to write the article, or you can use AI to write it. So exactly like what Try Journalist does, Cuppa.s, a lot of these other sort of AI article writers, you can give them topics and then they'll write the article for you. And then you have to do that again. You've got to do more keyword research, see what topics you want to do, create content ideas, write the article. Now the issue is this part takes a lot of time. And you can speed it up with AI writing tools, right? But the issue is when you create articles, say with Journalist AI, you just give it the topic and then it will create the article for you. But the problem is a lot of these articles sound quite generic and might not actually have the content that you really want in there. And then say you've got a couple keywords and you want to generate a bunch of articles for them. A lot of those articles that are going to be generated are going to be similar, right? And Google is getting very good now at detecting AI content. So what is this other way of writing, right? And let's just take AI writing tools, for instance. You're down here in terms of traffic. So this is sort of traffic. So just to show you what I mean by this sort of graph, right? So you have the graph of time and then like the keywords, right? And how much you're ranking on the keywords. So this is, again, journalist. So you can start to see when they started doing their keywords and you can start to see how many. So when it says top 3, that is like a keyword they have on their site that if you search in Google, they will come up in the top 3, right? That's where you want to be. And you can see this sort of increasing. Keywords time, you're going to be down here if you've not done much SEO or a little bit SEO. Your competitors are going to be up here, right? They're going to have a bunch of keywords that they're ranking in the top 3, in the top 5, in the top 10. Now, to play catch up, you've got to go all to those keywords. So what is the quicker way of doing it? They've figured out how to rank for those keywords and they've got content on their site that is ranking for those keywords, right? So why can't we find a competitor with a similar platform or site that is ranking for similar keywords that we want to rank for, right? So a competitor, if you're in any space, you probably have competition. Scrape their content, right? So scrape the content that they're doing, right? That is getting them the traffic. Rewrite, add, and post. So what I mean by this, take their content, rewrite it so you don't get done for plagiarism, right? Google looks for plagiarism. Add more content into that article, right? So make it a better article than they have and post it. And because it's going to be a better article, right? So it's got all of their content in that they've written, and then you've added additional content to make it better, or you've deleted some content, you've just made the article better. Google's going to rank your article higher than theirs. So you don't need to do keyword research. You don't need to create content ideas. All you need to do is find your competitor, scrape their content, rewrite and post. And that's why I say it's like slightly parasitic because you're basically just copying someone. But hey, look, if you want to get ahead in business, this is what you got to do. Now, how do we do all of this easily? Because if you were to do this manually, I would have to come here, I'd have to copy their blogs, I'd have to go to ChatGPT, I'd have to create my prompts, right? What we can do is we can use a tool called SwiftWriter. So SwiftWriter basically does this. It allows you to scrape in content, it allows you to rewrite content, it allows you to add additional context to the content, right? So how does it work? So what we can do, when you come into SwiftWriter, go to scrape config. What we can do is we can get the website in here and we can update the scrape. And then we can scrape now. And I've just done that already. It scrapes in basically all their articles on that page. So I've just scraped in all of these guys' articles on this page. If you were to do for another page, you just have to grab the URL. Then what we can also do is scrape Google, right? So this is how we add like additional context easily without you having to go out and do research to make the article better, right? So we can scrape Google keywords. Okay, so what we're going to do is we've scraped in a few more other articles, scraped in a couple Google News articles. You can see them here if you just toggle the Google News. Don't worry too much about the publish date. It doesn't seem to be getting it correct all the time. So let's do 13 best buy alternatives. Okay, so now we're going to generate. So we're going to generate with headings. Let's do it in the third person. Let's do 1,000 words. And let's pick an author star rate. If you want to get over the Google sort of ban on AI content, is you've got to rewrite it in a style of a real writer. So what you can do, if you write yourself and you've got a good writing style, you can just come in here and give about 500 words of your writing styles, a couple of different examples from different blogs. Then the AI will learn how you write and it will generate that article in your writing style. And typically this is now how you pass the Google sort of AI SEO ban. And plus also just makes the articles way better. It doesn't sound like that generic ChatGPT stuff. So what we're going to do, we're going to add Seth Godin. He's got a really nice writing style. English, we can do different languages. And then this is the important part. This is where we make the article better, right? Because we're going to give it more context. So let's just set our research agent on it. You can leave the title or you can just give it a bit more targeted something to research. This will go away. It will go scrape a bunch of stuff on the web, put it into a big research sort of paragraph and give that to the LLM. Then we can also add in a generated article, right? So if you're scraping multiple sites, you can add in a Google article as additional context. So we're getting more information into this article. Next, let's do a photo. Let's do minimalist. Leave the prompt blank and the software will figure out how to do it. And then we hit generate article. Okay, and we go to drafted articles. About 30 seconds later, we've created this. So top 13 articles to boost your content. This is we regenerate the title, make it slightly different, and then we have the content here. Take a little read. Because we've used Seth Godin as his writing style, it reads much better. It doesn't read like bland ChatGPT articles, and it will also pass AI plagiarism detection. So we've got the image here as well. Sometimes it's useful, sometimes it's not. And then what we can do is we can go into the editor. So here, this is where you can come in and you can give it a quick edit. You can add in information here if you want. And then you can add in images, so we can generate images using AI, or we can search Google Images and add that in. We've also got this SEO tab, so you've got reading score, like how easy is it to read. We create the sort of the slug, all your meta descriptions, summaries, image SEO, so everything you need to make the article SEO friendly. And then once you're finished rewriting this article, you just come to download, where you can copy it and download it in multiple different formats. You probably want to copy it in HTML. Most sites just run their articles on HTML, so you can paste HTML into WordPress and it will work, or Markdown or Docs, however you want to do it. Now you've saved yourself a ton of time because you've not had to do keyword research. You've not had to figure out what you're going to write about. You can spend most of the time actually just making the article even better, right? So this article's already in a pretty good drafted state. Then you can add even more information in, make it even better. And that way you're going to rank higher than the original article in Google. Now, the nice thing is also here, you can add in multiple websites here. So we can add up to 5. So every day, after the first time, you rewrite all the content, right? So what you probably want to do when you're setting up your site, scrape all their stuff in, take a bunch of the articles, rewrite them, post them to your site, schedule them out, so you don't post them all at the same time. And then every day, instead of you writing new articles and doing what everyone else does for SEO, find 5 competitors, put them in here, put the scrape time in whenever you want to scrape it, right? So in the morning before you wake up, you'll come to all the sort of the new articles that they publish, and then you can rewrite them. So it will take you 10, 15, 20 minutes a day. You can basically get 3 or 4 articles a day out. They're better than your competitors, so you're going to completely shoot them and take over in AI. They're wasting time researching and writing about stuff while you can focus on other acquisition channels for your business to get leads.